Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hopefully the footage is fitting the frame correctly. I've been having a hard time with it. I recorded about 15 minutes of video, which was a couple hours of gameplay, and it ended up the frame was taking up about this much of the actual gameplay, so I had to scrap it all. So I'll go back over same thing I went over before. Starting with, in the last video I mentioned I was going to move all the stuff that was sitting right here. So we had the smelter here, the forge, and then there was the kiln here to make charcoal. And I went ahead and moved those over there. The kiln's sitting right outside here. I put this wall here because when the charcoal pops out, it'll pop out by the time we're done here. It could roll down this hill and then end up in the water, and I'd have to chase it down and find it. So that just blocks that. And I moved the forge here, as well as the anvil and the water bucket. And then the smelter's here, and I can reach behind here and add ore in there. And then I can go ahead and add coal on the other side here. And then, for the most part, all the coal just likes to stay right in this spot. So it works out okay, but just in case, that'll stop it. Go ahead, I'll just throw this in here. I'll keep moving. One more thing I did off camera here was I upgraded the sword here, so now we're doing 47 slashing damage, which as the base sword's damage is at 35. So we're doing a good bit of damage compared to the axe I've got here. It's doing more slashing damage, and I'll explain more about the difference between these two as weapons later on. I also upgraded the shield once, and I upgraded my armor as well. So this sword, if you take a look here, I'll go to upgrade. It's right here where it has that 4. That means that until I upgrade the forge by getting another crafting item, like the anvils here and the forge cooler, I can't upgrade it anymore. So I'm gonna have to progress through the game, which in the last episode I took a lot of time to go explore and try to find the swamp, because that's the next progression of the game. So I went up here, and all these markers are places that I went and discovered, and there's some really cool stuff. Like right here, there's a big ravine that comes to a really close pinch right next to the mountain. So I think I'm gonna end up coming here and building something cool. I want to build a lighthouse up here. There's a lot of different material deposits to go and mine out should I need them. So I marked those. I think we're gonna go up here because my thought process was this is all meadows right here. This is like level 1. That's the starting point of the game. This is like level 1, easiest area, and then you get to the Black Forest, which is like level 2. It gets more difficult. So to me it would only make sense that the swamp would lie beyond the second most difficult area. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna teleport, which is gonna bring us out right here, and then I'm just gonna head north and we're gonna see what we can find. I'm gonna have to end up making a boat soon. You know, actually I don't think that's what I'm gonna do. I decided that I was gonna go ahead and try to get some of this uncovered, just that there's a decent map picture. And then if I don't find the swamp around here, we'll go ahead and we'll keep heading north. So that's what we'll do. Let's make sure. Yeah, it should be good. I'm gonna repair the bow quick, and then we'll get going here. Couple things. All I was doing in the footage that I ended up having to scrap was exploring the world. There was a couple cool things that happened, which is kind of unfortunate to lose, but we'll go ahead and go through the teleporter here, and then I'll keep you guys updated if anything eventful happens. Alright, so just popped out on the other side to the oh, I forgot, this isn't what I was gonna do. Alright, so I don't want to be here. I want to be over here. I'll just head south, and then if I find anything, I'll let you guys know. Alright guys, so I decided to come back and stock up on some supplies, and I'm going to change my power up as well so I can travel faster. There was a guy outside the door. I don't know if you heard him. Looks like he decided to leave. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna cook up a potion here and finish cooking up some food. That way I don't have to worry about running out while I'm out exploring. So we'll go ahead and make, oh, I need to dig. Where's my, just take this. So we'll go ahead, make these. This has to ferment for 2 days, so I think that's, we've got 2 of these. Alright, so I'll throw these in the fermenting barrel, and then I've got to run over to the start area here and switch my power up so that way I can travel faster, and we'll pick up from there. Alright, we're just walking up now. So this power up, right now in the bottom left, you can see I've got the Elder, which is that guy, and that just allows me to cut wood faster. But this is going to allow me to sprint longer, and it's also going to make my stamina regenerate quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head west here and probably run along the coast until it hopefully turns back up, and I'll get the coast marked out, and whatever pops up I'll show you guys, and we're going to go ahead and uncover all of this part of the map here. Alright, there's a monument here. I don't know that I've actually recorded any of these for you guys yet. Hopefully it'll be something exciting I haven't read before. A lot of them are the same here. When the grass grows underfoot and the sky is blue overhead, there will always be hearth and a home. Alright, I've read that one. That one's kind of common. There was one that I found right here. Named it Ulf's Memorial. That one was pretty cool. We'll get back to it. I'll read that for you guys. So far we haven't made it too far, just running along the coast here. Alright, so one of the really important aspects of this game is the nomadic hunting and gathering that you have to do, because like these raspberries here, I have to use berries if I want to make those healing potions that I started cooking up earlier. And like you can't plant a raspberry bush. You have to go out and actually find them, because there's a lot of things you can't farm, like this flint right here to make arrows. You've got to go gather stuff like that too. So that's kind of cool. It makes you really appreciate just going out and exploring the game. It's really rewarding. This right here is a new one, so we'll go ahead and read this and then pick it back up. Long ages past, when the Allfather Odin united the worlds, he threw down Vanir, the giants, and those creatures older than any others. The greatest of them could not be killed and were instead forsaken, exiled to Valheim for eternity. Those might be the bosses I've been fighting, actually. When they tread the earth, the lesser creatures jump like crumbs on a drum skin. You will know them when you see them. That might be referring to the bosses I've been fighting, actually. I thought maybe there were actual giants in the game the first time I read one of those stones, but that's kind of interesting. We're going to keep moving here. The sun is going to go down shortly, so things will get more eventful. But go ahead and get this leather real quick. So I've made my way along the coast a little bit. Hopefully it's going to cap off. We'll either find the jungle or find the swamp, or just complete this little landmass and have the map more solidly laid out. So we'll keep moving here. I'll catch you guys as soon as something else happens. Alright, that didn't take long. In this little hut there's a beehive, which if I get close to it, they'll sting me, and I'm really trying to deal with that. But you can collect the queen bee from it, and that'll allow you to... I would have swore, yep, okay, cool. It'll allow you to make more beehives back at your base, giving you honey, which is necessary for making mead. Or, I'm just calling mead potions, but go ahead and break this. Hopefully it's taking its sweet time. I might be hitting the actual building, not the hive here. I am. Alright, we're gonna have to get stone. Here's what it is. Actually, it might fall down as soon as I break the rock. We'll see. We'll find out. Getting stung. Alright, that didn't work out. I just busted the chest. It was all I really accomplished there. Good. bow out. Why is that still? It's just floating now, of course. There we go. So now that drops the queen bee right there. And some honey too, sweet. Is my inventory full of trash already? Alright, I'll have to do some inventory assortment, but this queen bee right here will allow you to make some beehives, so we'll do that at the base later on. I'm going to keep exploring here. Alright, you guys, I have a feeling I'm getting close to the swamp here, which I wasn't really expecting to, but if you take a look, like all this water is getting really kind of sporadic in the land, which at first I thought it was just a river delta here. Like I thought maybe there were rivers flowing through here and causing all this to get sporadic, but it's starting to look a lot different. We'll see. That might just be a massive lake in there, the way this is taking shape, but I'm going to keep exploring here. We'll find out if I get told that I'm in a swamp all of a sudden, I'll let you guys know. It'll proc up in the mini-map there. But it's definitely getting dark, which will change up the exploration a little bit here. I'm just looking around, finding stuff, really. There's not too much to note so far. Just killing small animals. I got another one of these queen bees. I don't need to be carrying honey around, really. But got another one of those, which will put me at 5 total back on at Oakholm, I suppose is the name of the place. So be able to ramp up production of my honey, which will be cool. Just gonna keep moving here. Hopefully, might find a swamp soon here. Alright guys, so I got a little confused as to what I was recording and what I wasn't. Found this black forest here. There's a big mountain on the other side, but I'm a ways away from my base now. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna go ahead and dig this canal out, and then I'm gonna build the dock back on my base, and then just take a boat down through here and start exploring around here, because this traveling by foot, it is discovering the map well, but it's really slow, and I need to start moving quicker because this is just taking too long to find the forest. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out, and I will catch you guys back at base. I mean, these guys continue to watch this. Y'all chose the wrong fight out here. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Nice guy. Alright, stamina should have enough. Oh, you want more? So we'll keep moving here. Have made almost no additional progress to get back to Oakholm, but we'll get there. Alright, so this is going to be rare footage of me actually cutting down an oak tree with the fine wood, because we're going to need it to we're going to need fine wood to make a boat, and I have about 2 stacks back at home, but it won't hurt to have more by any means. I'm gonna go ahead and collect this wood, and then I'm just running back to Oakholm from here. Yeah, and we're gonna have a big project on our hands here. No, I'm not at full capacity. Cool. Is it 30 from one oak tree? So you can get fine wood from birch trees too. It's only like maybe 20. Might be like 20 you get from it. Cool. See if the stump has any, and then keep moving. Which that might be enough for a boat. I'm not exactly sure how much the boat requires. I haven't really looked at building one because I didn't think I was going to need to anytime soon, but things have changed, so I got to get all the way up here and back there. We'll go ahead and start running that way now. Look at that. So that's Yggdrasil, the world tree, is what that's supposed to be, right? And supposedly Valheim is set in like the purgatory of Norse mythology, but the freaking stars, man, and the moon, they took a lot of time putting this game together, and it's definitely evident. I really enjoy this game. I really enjoy all the work that they put in and the experience that's given. So we're about We're about back to Oakham here, came from down there. We're gonna build the dock here in the next episode, and then probably the episode after that we'll cut through the canal and get back to exploring and hopefully discover the swamp. Alright, you guys, we're just getting back to Oakham now. I'm gonna kill this brute, and then I'm gonna put all the items away and get some sleep in reverse order. I'm gonna give me a parry. Damn it. There we go. Damage on a parry, that's the biggest difference with a sword, right? Is with an axe, all you can do is swing. You don't have a second attack. So this is the primary attack, and this is the secondary attack, and it does huge damage on a crit. Whereas the axe, all you can do is swing. That's all you've got. But the swing damage itself is a lot higher when it connects. I think, anyways. I'm getting to a point where my level with axes is 23, and my level with swords is 29, so I'm getting to a point where my sword damage is going to outdo axes regardless, but I think base damage, even though the sword and the axe, they claim to have the same damage at a base level, I think just from a single swing, the axe is going to do more damage. So we're going to go ahead and sleep here, and I'm going to organize all the items I got from exploring, which I got a lot of raspberries, some flint, which is good. Overall, really productive. These bees alone made it worth it. We got a good chunk of the map discovered. That's gonna end this episode, you guys. Thank you for watching. When we pick up in the morning, we're gonna go ahead and start constructing the dock outside of the base, or right next to the base.